Get over it. We're not going away.
You know how sometimes it's hard to get people to open up?
Yeah.
This wasn't one of those interviews.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but a customer's coach that's less than 6 months old, that's a family traveling across the United States, should not have these issues. Manufacturers, they need to step up and they need to accept liability, because I have to work on these things. I get to tell the customers that and deliver the bad news because the manufacturer can't step up. The floorboard, there was a gap this big between the wall and the body and the floor.
Oh my gosh, that was a Winnebago.
Yeah. The whole rear wall was coming off, was completely separating.
Can you believe what he said?
He didn't hold back, did he?
Right.
Well, can you blame him?
What do you think is causing the frame flex that Grand Design has been experiencing?
I'm blown away.
Are you going to share all of it?
It might take a few videos.
We have Kingpin Flex, and Grand Design has basically told us to take a hike.
Like, that's what we need. We need people speaking up about this.
They said buy an RV, it'd be fun.
Not for the RV tech.
No. And I still bought one.
So do you have any favorite RV models or ones you think are the best quality?
What I would really like to see is a company produce a unit that is made with absolutely all American made components. He's probably watching that video like, that guy, why did you do that?
Dang YouTuber.
I'm Tom.
And I'm Cheri.
And we're EnjoyTheJourney.Life.
So I had another RV tech, his name was Josh, come out here to our campsite to work on a Grand Design Momentum. And so often when you have an RV tech, they're not necessarily telling you what they really think about your RV or the RV industry in general, but Josh he unloaded on the RV industry, the problems with quality, and actually Josh owns a Grand Design Momentum as well. So I know people have heard about some of the problems with Grand Design RVs, and maybe some people don't think they're really happening, but this is an RV tech. This is an expert that works in the industry, and he unloaded. And I think this is very helpful information. And he also shared the one RV that he recommends right now if you are shopping, the one RV that he would buy if he was in the market. So with that, here is Josh, the RV tech.
So do you have any favorite RV models or ones you think are the best quality compared to the worst?
The ones that I really like working on right now, I would have to say a Brinkley. To be
Really?
honest. Yeah.
Brinkley.
I really like Brinkley. I'm very disappointed with a few other brands right now because they're making it look like a Brinkley.
I have noticed that.
You know?
Yeah.
And I find that very disgusting.
Okay.
You know? Because they're not giving them the Brinkley quality. You know, and if anybody knows about a Brinkley or has seen the way they've been put together, like, I give you guys props if you're watching this video, for real. You guys do a really good job on your RVs. I wish some of the other manufacturers would take note, you know?
More than just cosmetically, right?
It's really not even to do with cosmetic. It has to do with all your guys' electrical systems, the mechanical systems, the way that they're put together, you know? There's a little bit of thought process, a little bit of care when it comes to them putting those RVs together.
And probably servicing too, from a
tech. It makes it a lot easier.
From a tech, you know what RVs are easier to work on than others.
Yeah, and I mean, I don't work on every single brand every single day, right? However, I do get to see a lot of the brands. I get to see a lot of people who travel and put a lot of miles on these things, and they're holding up really well.
Yeah, we see more and more on the road. I was just talking to Cheri, my fiance, and she was on the road going to South Carolina and said, oh yeah, I think I saw more Brinkleys than any other kind of RV. I'm like, no way.
Yeah.
I'm like, but people are getting the message.
It's not a cheap unit.
No.
But you're getting what you're paid for.
So many people have had trouble with Grand Design and some of the other manufacturers, like upgrading to a Brinkley.
You know, I bought a Grand Design, and I bought mine from the second owner, who had it 6 months, always garage kept. Me and my wife traveled 12 states on the Northwest and all the Southwest, right? And we've had issues with our trailer. We can't move it. We have Kingpin Flex, and Grand Design has basically told us to take a hike. They refuse to do anything. And then they said, okay, well, get it back to the factory and we'll inspect it. I don't have time for that. That's honestly, like, that's my home where I live in during the week, up here to service customers. So basically $80,000 down the drain. Waste of money.
Well, tell us what you really think, Josh.
I won't do anything for Grand Design anymore. It's very sad what they do to their customers. They used to be a very good brand. I'd say if you want to buy a Grand Design, don't buy anything greater than a 2017.
Really?
Yeah.
So stay away from it. Not just COVID builds. You're saying even the current stuff, huh?
Well, yeah, because they got bought out, and I don't remember who they got bought out by.
Winnebago.
So when they got bought out by them, they just turned. I believe they just turned junk. Like, I mean, just like all the new Winnebagos right now. Like, I mean, tons and tons and tons of issues. I mean, I had a customer, they just went back to the factory. The whole rear wall was coming off, was completely separating. Up by the dash was bouncing. Up by the floorboard, there was a gap this big between the wall and the body and the floor.
Oh my gosh, that was a Winnebago.
Yeah, and you see everything pulling apart, and they had to go to bat to get any representation on it, and it's awful. You know, I mean, customers shouldn't have to do that.
No.
These manufacturers, they need to step up, and they need to accept liability. I'm sorry, but a customer's coach that's less than 6 months old, that's a family traveling across the United States, should not have these issues. And for a manufacturer to sit there and tell them to go take a hike or to give them the representation they do, it's disgusting. But yet the CEO, he's a good fat cat. He's sitting at home sipping his coffee, you know, not worrying about his bills. So I don't know, that's my perspective on it. Maybe I'm a little sour about it, and yeah, maybe I am, because I have to work on these things. I get to tell the customers that and deliver the bad news because the manufacturer can't step up, you know. And it's not just one, it's all, every single one of them, really.
You're saying that has problems or has the frame flex?
No, that just has issues with customer service.
Okay.
And taking care of their customers and doing what's right. You know, there's no reason why people need to take to social media and blast these companies because they're not doing what's right. You know, they need to step up, take accountability. And unfortunately, I think most of America needs to do that. Take accountability.
Exactly. Your experience is really similar to Cheri and my experience.
Almost every RV manufacturer puts a cheap, thin mattress in their new RVs. And let's face it, you want a great night's sleep so you feel great the next day and are ready for a day full of fun and adventure. That's why the #1 upgrade that Cheri and I recommend is to replace your old RV mattress with a new RV mattress by Brooklyn Bedding. Here is how simple it was to replace our old mattress.
What What in the world?
Surprise!
If it's something big, we don't want it.
It's a new mattress.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Tom, why? Just why? I don't
Well,
understand.
I've been doing all these RV tours with other
Right.
RVers, and like nearly all of them have been raving about
Oh, that's
RV mattress
right.
by Brooklyn Bedding.
I was gonna say you've lost your mind.
So, are you excited to try this out?
Let's do it.
All right, let's get the old one out of there.
Ready?
How important is good sleep?
Well, you know, I'm huge on health, and sleep is a top priority. 8 hours of sleep a night is the goal.
So, what challenges have you had sleeping in the past?
You mean like sleeping with you?
Hey now.
Or are we talking about mattresses and beds?
Yeah, like mattresses.
Yeah, well, you know, I've had back surgery, so, you know, I have to be really careful with my back, and I like to have a nice mattress that, you know, is good quality and, you know, good sleep and not wake up achy. So, I like a good mattress.
So, what do you think of it so far?
It's fit for a queen. Yeah, I guess the true test will be tonight, huh?
We've had our RV mattress by Brooklyn Bedding for over 2 years now, and from the very first night, it was like magic. I slept all night long. We love it because it's the perfect combination of firmness, but also softness. I don't know how they do it. The technology that goes into these mattresses is incredible. That's what's cool about RV Mattress by Brooklyn Bedding. They have all of these choices to fit your preferences. We went with the Aurora Luxe Queen Firm mattress to fit our preferences and our RV. With your RV Mattress by Brooklyn Bedding, you get a whole 120-night sleep trial to try it out. Plus, it comes with a limited lifetime warranty, and it ships for free if you live within the US. Plus, Brooklyn Bedding mattresses are designed, assembled, and shipped right from their factory in Arizona. We love our RV Mattress by Brooklyn Bedding, and we think you would too. So if you're looking for a new bed, go to rvmattress.com. You can click on the link below or go to rvmattress.com/enjoythejourney and get 30% off of your new bed with the code EnjoyTheJourney.
We were basically what we felt like sold a line of Grand Design. It's a new company. It's all about quality, and maybe it started out that way. You know, I think there was a good idea there, but then so many people buy into that, and they end up growing the business, and you know, you go public, and then it's about the shareholders and stock prices.
100%. You're absolutely right.
And you get bought out by Winnebago, and it's like, oh well, you know, this is our investment. Now it's time to produce the money.
Exactly. And unfortunately, when stuff like that happens, the only people that get hurt is the consumer. The only people that get hurt is the consumer. But you know, I mean, just like every other RV company, they come and go, come and go, come and go. So, I mean, it's not going to surprise me, you know, to see one fall and another one come up. I mean, Brinkley, they're a brand new company. They just came up, and they're doing an awesome job, and they're setting the standards for the RV industry. And I guarantee it, if they continue and another company comes in and they start doing the same thing, some of these companies that have very poor quality, they're going to fall off the map. It just is what it is. It's the nature of the game. You need to keep up with the consumer, and you need to keep up with the demand. And the demand states that you need to produce a better quality unit, you know? And what I would really like to see as a company produce a unit that is made with absolutely all American made components, not American made, you know, with global components. No, American made. And if we had a company like that, I think a lot of people would buy it. They would be a little bit pricey, but guess what? The standards would be up, the quality would be up, and we wouldn't have some of these issues, you know. Maybe some of these maybe that RV company could offer a 5-year warranty to their customers versus a 1-year to the original owner.
What do you guys think about Josh's idea of an RV manufacturer that builds their RVs in the US with 100% parts also built in the USA? What do you guys think? Share your comments down below.
Yeah, I think part of that idea they had was, you know, we're going to take care of people, but they just, because they weren't producing a quality product, they got overwhelmed.
Well, you know, then produce less units and charge more money.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, if that's how you feel about it, charge a little bit more, produce a little bit less, keep your quality up. I mean, that's all there is to it. Like, I mean, I'm no multi-millionaire or, you know, big business owner, but, you know, I do run a small RV company, and I'm quite successful at it, you know, and it's because customer service is key.
Right. And well, you're the expert. You're working on these things every day, and you're talking to people, and it's very easy. Like you just said, Brinkley, you're not getting paid by Brinkley to say that.
No, absolutely not.
You know,
however, I don't really consider myself an expert. You know, I'm still learning every single day, right? Like, I mean, I learn stuff every single day in this industry. You know, stuff I do forget though too, you know. However, like I say, every single day I'm learning new things, and I do my research. Take what you can out of all of it and compile what you know with the best of your knowledge, and put your best foot forward on it, because at the end of the day, there's really no repair manuals for these things. It's all general maintenance. It's all generalized repair. When you know, if you were to look up repair, you know, I mean, that's why people post so many videos about how to do certain things on your guys' units, and you know, become YouTube certified, baby.
Right. That's what we're here for.
So during Josh's visit, he had many repairs that he was making to our Grand Design RV, but he shared a lot of great tips and hacks, what the #1 mistake RVers make when they're working with their RV, and so much more. So make sure you subscribe, because we will have more videos coming out with Josh.
So besides Grand Design, is there an RV that you would recommend less than Grand Design, that you'd say Grand Design's an improvement?
I'm not saying like Grand Design's a bad brand. I'm saying they have good, everybody's got good and bad in all units, right?
Mm-hmm.
Just like there are in people. Just do your homework when it comes to purchasing an RV. You know, don't just jump the gun and say, hey, this is what I want. Check out some different floor plans, because there are so many different floor plans. Get on some forums. You know, if you do social media, get on social media and check social media. They're gonna be the ones that are gonna tell you, you know, who to go with. But if I were to purchase another unit right now, it would probably be a Brinkley, to be honest with you. I mean, I don't work on very many of them. I've talked to customer service twice on the tech line. Awesome people. I don't mean to be biased, but they're setting the industry right now.
Yeah, I would agree. I know there's a few RV YouTubers out there that have Brinkleys. I know they have made videos that have had issues, but it seems like they almost compare to Airstreams a little bit, or Airstreams how they used to be, less issues.
Right. You know, I've worked on a few of the new Airstreams, and I would have to say customer service is not friendly to deal with, especially when it comes to mobile techs. They don't like us. I don't know what it is, but get over it. We're not going away. You're creating problems for your customers, you know, just like Grand Design and others, you know.
Right. They should, you know, work to make it seamless between the mobile techs and the factory and the customer, so that it's still a reflection on the company, well, how well they work with a mobile tech.
Well, you know, and Keystone is the same way. Like, you know, we're a Keystone authorized service provider, and you know, Keystone does not like working with mobile techs that are not authorized service providers. I get where they're coming from. We're also a Heartland provider. Forest River, they don't like mobile techs. I don't understand.
What do you think is causing the frame flex that Grand Design has been experiencing?
You know, I'm not a structural engineer. You know, I know that a lot of them that I found, like, there's either improper bolts installed on the kingpin housing, you know, that go through the floor, lack of a higher gauge material, you know, a better material. I don't know. I haven't done any of the repairs yet on them. I don't really want to.
It's not really something you can do as a mobile tech.
Not really, you know. And I don't have the room in my shop to keep units for that amount of time. You know, I've heard, like, when they do these, like, they're pulling the whole front caps off and pulling the slide out of the front box, and I mean, that's just more work than I really want to do. I mean, realistically, especially like you say, as a mobile technician, I don't want to deal with that, or I'm not really set up for that.
Yeah, we're talking like major stuff.
You're talking days, you know. And then if there's something that's drastically wrong after I got it all apart, like, and I can't fix it, then you're in even a worse pickle, you know. Like, I just don't want to do that to any of the customers, especially my mobile customers.
Well, do I need to guess which one is your least favorite RV or has the most problems?
Right.
Probably not, huh?
No.
Awesome, thank you.
All right, Tom.
Josh, thank you so much. We really appreciate
Absolutely,
it. RV tank specialist.
Yes,
You're
sir.
servicing northern Arizona and southern Nevada?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Absolutely.
And so you don't just do RV repair work, you're actually cleaning and flushing tanks
Yep,
as well.
we do cleaning, flushing tanks. We do full service RV repair.
Great. Well, we're not going to keep Josh. He's running to another job. So thanks, man. I appreciate it.
Absolutely, Tom. It was wonderful
And,
working with you, and we'll talk soon, all right?
All
We'll
right.
get together and make
All right.
another video.
Take care, buddy.
Yes, sir.
All
Have a
right.
great day.
We'll
Bye-bye.
see ya.
If it pays the bills, my friend, that's why you got to watch these videos all the way through.
All right.
This guy's gas and groceries cost the same. He needs to eat, too. So make sure you click that like button.
That's right. Don't skip any ads.
And you can watch our next video right here.